So in this video, I'm going to explain what polyploidy is. So polyploid species have multiple sets of chromosomes. So let's take a look at an example here. Let's just say the normal organism has 2N. So essentially it has 2 copies of each chromosome. So there are 3 different chromosomes here, as you can see. And this organism has 2 copies of each, maybe one from dad, one from mom. So technically, this organism is diploid. And what polyploid species are, so polyploid species have multiple sets of chromosomes, so they have a lot more chromosomes than normal. So, for example, this organism right here is a polyploid organism, and it has 3 copies of each chromosome. So see, it has 3 copies of chromosome 1, 3 copies of chromosome 2, and 3 copies of chromosome 3. So therefore, this organism is technically a polyploid organism because it has multiple sets of chromosomes. And then, so this is a triploid. And then here you have a tetraploid, so it has 4 copies of each chromosome. And so where do we see this in nature? Well, this is actually really common in plants and the fruits that we eat, for example, strawberries and kiwis. So plants are able to tolerate polyploidy, while in humans it's fatal. And so you might ask what the difference is between a polyploid organism and a diploid organism, or a normal organism, let's say. So polyploidy organisms, when we're talking about plants, generally they tend to be bigger. And so sometimes this could be a good thing because bigger plants will produce bigger fruits, and this means more food. And this could also mean cheaper food. And so as you can see in this picture above, we have diploid, triploid, tetraploid, but you could get even bigger. So you could have more than 4 sets. So for example, pentaploid is 5 sets, hexaploid is 6 sets, heptaploid is 7 sets, octaploid is 8 sets, decaploid is 10 sets, and so on. So it might be pretty cool to mention that some of the fruits we eat are polyploid. So for example, watermelons, seedless watermelons are triploid. Wheat and kiwis are hexaploid. And some types of strawberries are even decaploid, so they have 10 sets. Now you might be wondering why this happens or how it happens. And so polyploidy can arise from if you have just a spontaneous chromosome duplication or if you have non-disjunction of homologous chromosomes. And you could also induce polyploidy artificially by treatment with drugs that inhibit cell division. And so the one last thing I want to mention is that polyploidy in animals is much rarer. It's found in some fish, insects, amphibians, and reptiles, but it took scientists until about 1999 to discover a polyploid mammal, which was a polyploid rat, which was discovered in Argentina. And as you may guess, because polyploid organisms and cells are bigger than normal ones because of the amount of chromosomes that they hold, these rats had a lot more DNA in their cells, and as a result, they had bigger cells. And so that pretty much sums it up for this video. I hope you liked the video and found it useful. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.